Welcome back to another video on progress and productivity. My name is Kara, and as a mental health therapist and burnout consultant, I'm here to talk about another tip that's worked really well for my grad students and my driven professionals. The question they always bring up is, what can I do when I have a lull in my momentum? Maybe it's I'm sick and I'm recovering. Maybe it's I'm on a scheduled break, and so I'm going from 60 miles an hour to zero, and that feels really abrupt on their system. But a lot of people share that they have a kind of a mental health spiral that happens when they all of a sudden have no structure at all, or they almost have too much free time. So, as a former workaholic, I totally relate to that. And I like to have structure, and you'll hear me talk about that a lot in this series. And so, the tip I have for you today is find one productive thing to do each day. More specifically, try and do one productive thing in the first part of your day, so the morning of your day. For a lot of people, this gives them the structure that helps them get out of bed and holds them accountable, but also leads to some really good feelings of like, man, I got that done. I feel good, or I have a burst of energy once I accomplished that one thing that needed my attention. The sweet spot for many people is to get it done in those morning hours, so they still have the rest of the day to do whatever they feel like doing. Maybe this creates momentum and they're now working on a project that they haven't had time to do before now. Maybe it's I have permission now to do self care or do nothing and just hang out and relax. Maybe it's I've grounded myself in this productive thing so I can now be fully present for my family or my loved ones or my friends. And those are things I hear from the professionals that I serve. So this is the tip to try for this particular video is what would it be like to have one productive thing that you accomplish each morning? What would that look like today, tomorrow, and this week to have one productive thing? Especially if you're on a scheduled break and you're like, man, I have a week or 2 weeks that just feel off from that 60 mile an hour vibe to now zero. This can really be a grounding exercise for a lot of you as driven professionals to have that one thing to focus on and then cross off your list. I look forward to hearing what you've decided to pick as your one productive thing for today or tomorrow.